Hi guys. Oh, long time no see, my Patreons. Um, I am so sorry that I didn't get anything out last month. It's been just crazy, as you guys know. This kind of work just really takes it out of me sometimes. Um, Between trying to do regular YouTube and private readings and this, sometimes I cut myself, I overdo it um energetically. So I appreciate your patience. I will get two out um hopefully back to back. I'm not going to do both tonight, but I did promise you guys something before the end of the month. So it is the 30th still here. For most of you guys it's probably the 1st, but it's the 30th on my side. So I'm going to get this out, and then a couple days I'm hoping to get out another one for you. I just really didn't really want to work on a celebrity tonight for some reason. I wanted to do Texas Killing Fields, and I actually don't know a lot about this case. Actually, I don't know anything about this case. We'll just say it like that, because the only reason I know about it is when I was working Malia, I was drawn to this specific area, and someone told me, "Oh, that's the Texas Killing Fields." Well, I didn't know that at the time, and so I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, whenever Malia went missing, and I think I looked up something. I don't even remember. Um, because I got a few visions with it, which I don't even remember what the visions were. So I just now found out actually that the person was caught, but also Ted Bundy was caught. We did a reading on that. I feel really drawn to it for some reason, so I figured I'd give it a try and see what we can come up with. And we'll see. I don't know. Tammy may come on tonight and just kind of let me bounce off of her, make it a little more entertaining. I'm not really sure yet, but she doesn't know much about it either, so she might be researching as I get information. But I don't know. I was just curious about this. I wanted to see if I got anything. There should be a lot to validate if I have, and hopefully it's something that you guys would want to watch. So yeah. It apparently, I can already tell you this is going to be kind of a crazy reading. At least from what I was told that he was pretty bad. So, but he's still alive, so we'll be working off of one of his victims. So I'm just kind of waiting for Tammy to come on. I don't know if she's gonna actually come on the camera. I told her it would be kind of cool if she did, and I could bounce off of her, and then if not, we'll do it in the chat. But it's good to have the validations, even if they're little ones. It kind of keeps it going, or have somebody to bounce off of. So, and again, thanks guys for your patience, and I appreciate your support. This eventually might go to YouTube one day, but for now it's just on Patreon. And I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for supporting me in the work that I do and these extra things. So let me see here. In case Tammy wants to come on, she says she's in here. All right. I think I see you now, Shazam. Okay, so are you gonna... Okay, she's having technical difficulties. It's not letting her comment. Hopefully my dogs and stuff will be quiet. I was trying to get this done before I let them out real quick. We'll see how it goes. Okay, there she is. Are you gonna come on camera You don't have to show yourself if you don't want to, but do you want to come on, make it a little more exciting for the Patreon people? You don't have to if you don't want to. I just thought it might maybe help bring more information in, and I'm already getting a headache. If you click that link, it's right there. I mean, if you guys are catching this like at another time, just you could all fast forward all through this part while we're trying to figure this out. There she is. Okay. Hopefully my dogs don't start in. Okay. Hey.
Hi.
You were in that green sweatshirt again.
I am. I love it.
That's kind of crazy that every time we do a live, you got it on.
Right?
All right.
I'm going to stop wearing this shirt. No, I'm just kidding.
Did you happen to find a picture of any of the victims?
I did on my phone, but there's like 3 of them all in one. Do you want that one?
We'll try it. We'll try it. But then I'm not going to be able to tell who's who, but.
Here, let me get it. I'm going to email it to you just because I'm on my computer.
Did you change your name? Why does it look different?
Because it was on caps, but I had already pushed enter. You want me to change it?
No, I just thought it looked different.
Oh. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I want to find the one that has the one I was reading about. I had it on my phone, but I might have to shut my phone off just to get it real quick.
People can just fast forward this if they don't want to watch this part.
Right?
We're a little, what's the word? Not organized tonight. Because I was late getting on, and it's like really late where Shazam is, and
yeah,
I promised you guys though, so I like had to force myself because I like to keep my promises. And I've been worried about it because I didn't get anything out for you guys last month, so I've been stressed over that because I felt really bad.
Sorry, my son took my Mountain Dew. I had my Mountain Dew behind my phone.
Yeah, right. You're just throwing us around.
Okay. Voila. It's a black and white picture, but this is the one I was reading up on.
Do you like your new house?
Huh?
Do you like your new house?
Yeah. As soon as I get it together, I want to walk you around.
Okay. I'm excited to see it. Is it bigger than your other one?
Majorly big. I was thinking it was about the same size, but it's about 600 square feet bigger.
More? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully this one will work. This child? Yeah, that's mine. Can you put it down?
I'm already feeling nauseous.
Are you?
Yeah. Nauseous, and I've got a headache, and I'm feeling like disoriented. I'm trying to drink water to make it go away, but I'm guessing it's spirit because I didn't feel that way 2 seconds ago.
So this one's Colette Wilson. Well, do you want to rinse this out? I was trying to find, I don't know if maybe you could find a colored one.
I figured it would be a good one because, you never know if he has other victims out there too, is what I was thinking of.
Right.
Just like
But there's more I read up on, but I'm gonna see if you get it first.
Okay. I
But
don't know
he
why
was
I always want. I think the reason why I always wondered about this is because, like I said, I ended up in the Texas killing fields on the map accidentally
okay.
when I was looking for Malia.
Okay.
I don't know how the hell I ended
That
up
poor
there, but
baby.
yeah, I was pulled over there and someone told me about it, and I was like, no way. Like, what am I doing here on the map? How the hell did I get here? I just know that I got there and I felt sick, and then someone told me. So it was just kind of weird. I just kind of stumbled across it, and then I was like, you know what? One day I want to look into that. And I think it was before he was caught,
Oh, really?
because when was Malia missing? Like 3 or 4 years ago or something? It's been a while.
That's been a
So
while.
yeah, I don't think they knew who did it at that time, but I could be wrong. It seemed open
I'm,
at that moment.
I'm gonna wait to comment on that.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Did
All
you
right.
send it already?
Yeah.
It's not coming in. Or I don't see it. Where are you
Can I have
sending
my
it?
Mountain Dew so I can hold my phone up? Sorry. I have to have my phone
You sent
plugged
it
in.
in the group, right?
No, I sent it to your Gmail.
Oh, for no reason. I'm sitting here waiting in the
Oh,
messenger group.
I sent it to your email because I'm on my phone.
Okay. No problem. I was just sitting in the group waiting
Oh,
for it, like
oh,
dumbass.
sorry. It is just
It's
funny stepping
okay.
on my foot, sir.
Mm, okay. That's a trip picture because it's blue. It's black and white, but her eyes look blue in it.
Right.
That's first thing I noticed. Oh, trip.
And you can tell too, even by the picture. It's
I know, it's weird. Like, it's black and white, but her eyes are blue in it. Fucking odd. I actually didn't even think they were that. It was that old of a case.
oh yeah. I mean,
I guess it is a cold case, so then they probably had him for a while then. But I don't know why I thought he wasn't caught when I was looking at it. That was only like whatever. I don't even know how many years ago that was. Whatever, whenever Malia was missing.
right.
Uh
I'll wait on that, but yeah.
well, right when you pulled up her picture, I heard DNA, and I don't know what that means, so we'll hang on to that.
Okay.
Um, all I know is I feel super sick. Super sick and disoriented, I guess I should say. I feel super
Mom, look how many likes I got on
out
this
of it.
video.
Yep. I'm live right now. So. Thank you.
Okay, so the first thing I keep getting as I'm trying to get past the nausea that I feel, and I guess it would be like dizziness, or like I said, I feel out of it. So the first vision I get is I keep seeing, I believe it's her, but a woman getting into a car. It feels like an older style car, like it feels, the metal feels heavier, like when you used to close the doors of the heavier metal cars, I would make the like louder sounds.
Yep.
The front of it's kind of square,
Okay.
um older looking car, and it's like I see her get into it, so I don't know if maybe like it's either like she didn't feel anything off, more like I don't know if he was picking her up either picking her up for a date or picking her up off the road. There's some kind of like, I see her getting in the car on her own, not being kidnapped and put in the car. And I see her opening it and smiling. So I don't know if she thought she was going on a date or
It wasn't bad.
not. Why is she smiling? There's a reason she's smiling. She's getting in the car with him and she's smiling. So I don't know if she knew him or had talked to him previously, or there's some kind of familiarity there. Like he doesn't feel complete stranger. I don't know if that makes sense. And the weird thing is, okay, so how I see him is shoot, we forgot to go about how I work and everything.
It would make sense that she would get in a car with somebody she knew.
Right. So
Let's even get more.
he doesn't feel like a complete stranger to me, but I don't really know why that is. Because I see her smiling. I don't see her scared. It's like she's getting in the car with him for whatever reason. But him, I keep seeing there's a reference of a white t-shirt like that he's wearing, jeans, and then I see glasses on him, and he actually isn't that bad looking in my vision, but his hair's on the lighter side. It's like maybe a light brown, blondish light brown. I don't know. It's dark. It's dark when I'm seeing him. Like all that I can see is her in the car, getting in the car with him, and it's dark, and I see the street light. It would be like a street light illumination is the only way I can see in the car. But there is a reference to facial hair as well, and I keep picking up glasses. So I don't really know why I'm picking up glasses. And if it was just something he wore, like that he didn't really wear, you know what I mean? Like a disguise kind of thing, or if it was something he actually wore. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I keep seeing him in, glasses. Not sunglasses, but like regular glasses. And I and like his hair is like a lighter color. It's like between like light brown and blonde. More on the brown side though.
Okay.
Yeah. You know how some people, their hair is like a brown color, but then when the sun hits it, it looks lighter. Maybe that's why I'm getting in between.
Right.
Because but I'm getting more on the brown side, but like a lighter brown, and it looks like bangs, like his forehead is covered with hair. I don't know how to explain that, but it's not, but it's like kind of swept to the side.
Okay.
I don't know if this is making sense. This is just how I see him, and I don't even know if it's right, but the glasses thing keep coming up. At least he had them on with her.
Okay.
For some reason. I'm trying to think because there's a serial killer that he's reminding me of, and I can't think of who it is, but I get the word charming. So either he put on a facade as being charming or he actually was charming.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or like a sweet talker, or I keep getting him in a white t-shirt though. Like that comes in. Did they make a movie about this?
Yes.
because I keep being shown like clips of a movie.
Yep. There was a movie made.
Because the guy I'm seeing looks like he could be in a movie, so I don't know if I'm seeing the guy that played him in the movie or the
Okay.
actual guy.
Okay. Yeah. Because it popped up when I was researching.
I get like 30s. And I don't know if that's how old he was or that's what he looks, but age is sometimes hard. But that's kind of like he looks that age range.
I want to say that's close.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, ages are hard to tell sometimes. It's just like the age range is what he looks like to me. He could be a little older or younger, but I just keep getting clips of this movie, but it's like they're not clear and I don't really know what that's about. Okay, I'm getting a T, but I want to put it I want to put Thomas, but I don't know how that name fits. But it's one of those repetitive things. If I don't say it, it's just going to keep going. So
Right.
I don't know.
I did read that name, so we'll keep going, but it does make sense.
Okay, thank God, because you know how I am with names, and I'm always like, well, probably not going to fit here because it usually doesn't. Okay. I get the word brutality. And then it's weird. It's like I see cuz I'm still in the car. Where does he take her? It feels so dark when he's driving. This must have happened at nighttime or something because it's definitely not daylight. Not from what I'm seeing anyways. It's like super dark. And I'm seeing the stars now. So, but I feel like I'm not sure where he was originally supposed to take her, but why do I feel the familiarity like he knew someone connected to her? I don't know if it's he knew her, like someone in her family or something like that. There's a familial connection is what it feels like. I don't know how to explain it. Like he knew of her dad or knew of her someone connected to her. I think unless one of the other ones are coming in, but he just doesn't feel like a complete stranger to me. I can't let go of that for some reason. what I keep seeing is everything is kind of coming in like at the same time, but mixed up. But so what I keep seeing is I keep seeing him driving her somewhere, but the place that he's driving her, there is a reference to. I get that it's like super sandy, but then there's some trees like off the side of the road, and there's a reference to a creek, but it's not a deep creek, but some kind of flowing water that's around there. I keep seeing these trees off the side of the road, but then I keep getting sand, and like I was smelling earlier, there's some kind of oil fields or something around there. Because I kept smelling oil, but I don't know. And I see those one oil things. But I keep going back to this. It's like I go down a dirt road and then I go I don't know how to explain this. Okay, so I can hear my tires on dirt. Or hear the tires on dirt. So it's almost like I pull off of the main road onto a dirt road. And there's some kind of, like I said, off the side of the road, there's some kind of trees. It's not like really heavily wooded. It's just like, like some trees out there. Just random trees. Not a lot of them. I don't really know. Okay, so I feel super nauseous. Everything is not as clear as I was hoping it would be, honestly. Feels kind of mixed up. It's a reference to a railroad track too.
Okay.
And I just, at this point, I feel like I'm being attacked, but it's like one of those, I don't know if they call them, I don't know what this would be called. There's a word for it though. Because I keep seeing her fighting him off, but it's weird.
I'm really trying to find the article I was reading earlier.
I don't know if any of this is even right. It's not as clear as I'd like, and I'm getting bits and pieces, but I feel like I'm being attacked at this point. You and someone's on top of you and they just start hitting you and just kind of going, I want to call it like a frenzied attack, I guess is the word I'm kind of looking for. I don't know. I see a lot of blood. I don't know if I feel like he used a knife, but also this was very feels like there's more than one thing. I feel like I'm beat, but there's a reference to a lot of blood, but I keep going back to the personalization of being, you know, of a knife being used. Also, this is coming in randomly, and I don't really know where this fits. I keep getting a reference to a refrigerator or a freezer. And I don't know if he used that at all. Like to put stuff in, you know, to put body parts or something in. It's weird that that's coming in. I don't know why it's coming in. They just showed me a random one. Does
That
it?
is that is on.
I don't know. I do hear the word trophies, so I think, and I think there's one more that we don't know about. Because I get 4. There might even be more than that, but I get the number 4 for some reason. But I want to even go back to maybe when he was even younger.
Yeah.
He's an evil dude. And they're flashing me news articles now of was she naked or was one of them naked? Or without clothes or maybe with partial clothes.
Yes. Yes.
Only because I don't see them fully clothed when they're found. When I want to say there because I think he kind of did everything the same way each time. And that's how they connected him to it, was that he had a certain way that he did things. Why do I get this is weird. I don't know if it's a stocking or a something tied around their throat, like a stocking or a, I don't know, in a in a bow tie around their throat. I don't know what that is. I keep seeing that, but I don't know what it is. It's almost like a signature.
Yeah.
Is what I would take it as.
Makes sense.
Okay. Because it's trip. It's I don't know. It just feels like a signature thing, but they're showing it to me as like a stocking or something tied around their throat, around their neck.
Yeah.
Like I do feel strangled, but I don't know why all the blood and the knife comes in. I don't know if I don't know if it's all of the above or if it's I don't know. I just heard the word more.
Yeah.
Because I was getting number 4, but I think there's even more than that, but maybe in a different area. Like maybe he switched up areas prior to this because I don't know why the 4 and then I hear more. So I don't know if it's 4 more or there's 4 and then but they think there's more besides 4 because 4 seems to be important.
So when the reason I'm trying to find the article I read earlier
Okay.
was because he admitted to 4.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to remember if that's your 4,
That's probably the 4, yeah. But
but I wanted to make sure to verify it. So
it
I'm trying to,
makes sense because I get 4, but then I get more. Like there's more
yep.
than 4, but he only admitted to 4. So that's the validation 4. Thank you for validating that because I was about to drive myself crazy with wondering why I kept getting that number. I knew it had to do with victims, but I wasn't sure if so that makes sense. Okay. But there's more than that.
Yes.
There's more that they think that they haven't found, or more that they want to tie to him, but they don't have the evidence. Because
Yeah.
this, I hear earlier,
Yep.
but I also hear like a different location or something like that. Like,
Yes, that makes sense.
okay, was it a different state or a different area?
It's a different area. Yes.
Different area. Okay. It was like he killed there, then he moved, and then he started killing where he was at. So I get at least I keep getting the number 10.
Okay.
As in how many he's really killed.
Okay.
Because they just told me the word prolific serial killer.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what the word prolific means, but
We'll go with it.
So it's possible when I get 30s, if he's older than that, then I'm getting when he started.
Yes.
So he's caught when he was older then.
Yes.
Okay. So that would make sense with the 10. Okay, yeah, he killed when he was it's like weird, like I said, I feel like he killed in another area and then he moved and then he started killing in this area. And I keep seeing him in fucking glasses. Oh, I don't know, it's gonna bug me. He actually he's not bad looking in my visions. And I don't know if that's it like really how he was or he just thought of himself.
Right. Yeah.
But he doesn't look like bad or scary or anything when I see him. I wish I could think of I want to like compare him to somebody that I've seen like either in a movie or something with the glasses on and it's bugging me that he's wearing I keep seeing him in glasses. I'm like I don't know if he should have worn them or they were just a disguise. I'm not really sure, but that won't go away. It's kind of annoying me really bad.
Okay.
Okay, she shows me her laying there, and I don't know. Like I said, she's probably only halfway closed. Like I get a reference to bra and underwear only, or something like that.
Yep.
And she shows me like photographers taking pictures of her like that.
Oh.
So I don't know if that was something that. Well, I mean, obviously for crime scene photos, they would have had to have.
Yeah.
As part of the crime scene photos, but that's what I keep hearing is the clicking of the camera and like them doing that. So she's showing me that for some reason. I don't really know why.
Okay.
And of course it's in black and white, but
Right.
This is keep getting a J. A J for some reason. So one of these 10 that I'm getting. I don't know if they've ever found her or if they've been able to connect her, but I feel like one of the 10 is off of a side of a road. It's a different spot because like he had specific places where he would take them to, like that's why the killing fields for these 4 that were found there. But there was another spot prior when he was in a different location that he would take him to. But then they show me like just random one off the side of the road. Now, whether he just randomly met this person and decided to kill her and just kind of, you know, it's off of the side of a road, off of a side of a dirt road. It's still very dusty. And there's some sort of trees. There are not a lot of trees, but very dusty, like just off the side of the road. And so I don't know if they found her or if they haven't connected her, but I keep getting the name Victoria, but I don't know if it fits here. It came in before we started this reading. And I have to say it because it keeps coming up and it won't go away.
Victoria?
So, yeah. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's connected to him or why I'm getting that name. It's one of those things that like won't go away till I say it. So, but I keep seeing just like normally he did put him in a specific location, but it feels like this one was off the norm. It was like maybe he wasn't expecting to do it, but he saw her and he decided to, and you know what I mean? Like it wasn't one of those expected kills like usually, because I feel like he had a type, and I feel like he would kind of watch or pick his victims, but this one felt like he just had to have her, and it was just like one of those things. It was all out of the norm for him, and that might have been one of his first ones. Because it just feels different, and maybe that's why they didn't connect it, because it's not in one of the 2 areas. I really think he's responsible for 10 because that's a big number that's coming in around his victims. Because I think like I hear the word he got sloppy. Like before that, he was pretty smart. But then he started to get sloppy because he was too what's the word? Like full of himself. Like didn't think he was gonna get caught. So he started getting sloppy about things.
Yep.
That's the word I hear, sloppy. And there's a reference to, and they keep taking me back to the movie. So there's a reference to one police officer that I don't know if he had his eye on him since the beginning and no one wanted to listen to him, or there's something about he knew who he was, but he didn't have evidence. Like they keep showing me this cop in a movie, and the cop in the movie is specifically like, this is our guy, and everybody's like, no, he's not, because of who he was. Now I'm trying to pick up like who he was, but he feels like somebody that you wouldn't think would do something like this. I hear brother, but I don't know I don't know if he had a brother or if there's a reference to someone's brother. I don't know where that's coming in at. I don't know who this guy was, but he
Okay, so I just read there was a woman. Her remains were discovered on a remote road.
Okay, that's gotta be it. That's it then. Okay. That's a good validation because I was driving myself a little crazy on that one. That one felt out of the norm, and I don't really know why. It was more like an unexpected thing that he decided to do. I feel like I can't breathe all of a sudden. There's something that this cop. I don't know why they keep bringing up this cop. This cop, he like knew for a long time. Like it's almost like he followed this guy or something. Like he did shit he wasn't supposed to as a cop to try to prove that it was this guy. I don't know if he spied on him, followed him, did stuff he wasn't supposed to, and everybody thought he was crazy because of who this guy was. I keep pulling up that this guy was someone that was more important. I keep feeling a teacher, but that doesn't feel right at the same time.
Like, as far as what?
I don't know. I hear the word teacher, but I don't know if that's what he was or exactly how that would fit.
The band teacher is the one that dropped her off at school before she went missing.
Okay, so maybe that's why I'm picking up teacher.
And I think that's why she got in the car willingly and she was smiling because that was like in the beginning.
Yeah, but the guy that I him because they caught me stuck in this car.
Huh.
Like I can't leave the car, and like I'm in the car trying to look at him, like get a better look at him. Like his hair's like, it's like I keep getting sandy brown and it goes like this, like off kind of to the side like that. Okay. So that is probably why I'm getting teacher. But there's something about this guy that feels like people didn't think it was him. And I don't know who he is, or it's almost like he's like one of the least you would expect. But I hear trophies. So I feel like he either kept pictures or kept some kind of trophies. And I don't know if they were found or not, but
yeah.
Does it say anything about that?
I really wish I had the article I was reading earlier.
Well, what do you remember from it?
That some of their parts of their body was found, but other parts were not. Like their skulls.
So is that why I was getting a refrigerator or a freezer?
I'm thinking yes.
I am too.
So
that probably is why I was getting the knife too, because they had certain body parts that were okay.
Yeah, that's why I said it made sense.
Okay, because I thought I was going crazy because there's that thing around the neck too. So it was almost like he strangled them, but then he did stuff with took stuff off their body. What's up with the heart?
Sorry. I haven't seen anything about it yet.
Okay. Because I keep getting reference to the specific organ of the heart.
Okay.
Or a heart. No wonder I felt nauseous before this reading. Dude was evil. Is evil. He must have given a deal to not have the death penalty.
Yes. Yep.
Because I heard deal.
Yep.
Yeah, figures. Coward. I kind of like doing it like this.
Yeah, I do too.
You can't validate it, and then it's not as boring for the people watching where I'm just like kind of doing a reading in the air.
I'm just kind of like, I can read pretty fast, so I'm just...
So what is it with... It's not DNA. DNA came in the very beginning.
Okay, so some of them had linked him to the DNA.
Okay.
To where others didn't. But there's not enough to say he did it.
I got it. Okay.
So yes, but the reason I gave you Colette is because his DNA matched hers. That's why I gave you Colette.
That's probably why that's the first thing I got.
Yeah.
She was saying it was DNA matched.
Yep.
Okay. So, let's see what else we're getting here. It's weird because I keep seeing like I said, the body laying out there, but there's like trees around it. Not a lot of trees,
Yep.
but I keep seeing trees around it
Yep.
and dirt, a lot of dirt.
Yes.
But then like if I were to keep going from there, there's some kind of water. And I don't know
Yep.
if it just okay. Thank
Yep.
God. Because I was like, I keep seeing the crime scene.
Okay. Yep. It makes sense.
And that's why I was trying to make sense of what I was seeing because they keep taking me back there and I don't know. Sometimes things will repeat if one, it doesn't get validated, two, I'm misperceiving it or something like that. So they keep taking me back there.
Right.
So
Okay. When you started talking about it, I searched up the area where she was
so now
found, and it does make sense. Yes.
Okay, that's good. So maybe that's why I kept going back there, as I needed to have it validated for some reason. And they keep showing me like the dude taking pictures of her. I don't understand that. Other than it, I mean, I'm sure it's crime scene photos, unless this guy did.
Could have. I haven't read anything up on it yet.
Do you know if a J fits anywhere?
So I have the name. Victoria does it, but there is a name close to it. And then what was the one you just said?
I'm just getting a J.
As a victim or suspect?
It doesn't. I don't know. just a initial.
It makes sense. In one of the victims, there's only one that starts with a J.
Okay. You know, they'll give me initials if for some reason I can't get a full name. So, and
her remains were found. You want me to keep going?
What?
Off of a field, just off of a road. Finally, they were found in a field off just a regular road.
Who, the J?
Yes.
Okay. I keep getting, my head is hurting. My head is hurting bad. And I keep getting a reference to the throat area, but I feel like it's not with my body.
Yeah, it doesn't say, but
But I don't know which one that is, but
I just know that you had mentioned the one off the field. Now you're getting a J, so I'm kind of just thinking maybe.
No, that's what I'm saying. That one was there was one just off of a random road.
Yes.
It's hard when there's a lot of victims because it'll come in kind of mixed up. And like Colette will bring in, she'll bring in stuff about the other ones because we're trying to like validate everything.
Yep.
Because it doesn't feel like she's just bringing in just stuff about her.
Right.
But the front of my throat is hurting.
It makes sense.
Was one of his victims like either decapitated or almost decapitated? Because I keep getting that feeling.
Yes. I don't remember which one it was.
Okay.
But
Because
yeah.
I feel like these were frenzied attacks. I don't know how to explain it because like when he just started when he was just like on top of her and like attacking her, it felt frenzied. I mean, it's like he'd get in this zone and just do crazy stuff. There's a reference to SA, but I don't know if it's before or after.
Okay.
It might be post. I didn't know this was going to be this bad.
Huh?
I said I didn't know this was going to be this bad.
I told you it was.
Jesus.
Oh man. Just reading the one I thought somebody was. I was literally watching on my car door because I'm like.
Now you're going to have to watch the movie.
I know, right?
Oh, I swear I think I saw that movie like a long time ago, but I don't remember. Seriously, I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like when they're playing the movie for me, it seems familiar, and it's almost like I reminded me that I've seen it, but I don't remember. Like I don't remember anything about it.
I've never
If
heard
I
of it.
saw it, it would have been like 4 or 5 years ago, and I barely remember yesterday. So,
Right. I just know it came up when I was started research. I'm like, wait, there's a movie. I could have watched this last night.
yeah. Well, I didn't. It was weird. Like I was scrolling YouTube and I ran across and I was like, oh yeah, I've been wanting to work that, but I didn't. Like it's been calling to me for a long time. I was just like, well, I don't really want to do a celebrity tonight. I wanted to do something else. Like, my fascination with serial killers, but
Yeah.
I feel like there was some essay that was done post, like
Okay.
after the fact. And I don't know if that can be validated or not, but
Well, his DNA was linked to the J name you got.
okay.
So it would, to me, it makes sense. I haven't been able to validate it on here. But if his DNA.
Was there essay done to her post?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they would be able to tell that.
Well, depending on when they found her, they would be able to.
Right. Which was.
She was already skeletal remains by then. Because I just heard skeletal.
Yes.
So,
correct.
Okay, well, there was someone where it was post, and I don't know if it was all or just that one, or like he killed her and decided he wanted it. I don't know. But that's like coming in strong, and it's really bugging me. Because it's just I haven't got that ever in a reading before. I mean, I've seen it on cases, but it's I hear the words he had a type. Oh, who was this guy that he like no one wanted to believe that he was involved? Like that's what's bugging me is I can't how weird. Look what just happened to my phone. The picture disappeared right when I said that.
Oh wow.
Oh snap. It shouldn't. It's just a picture that you sent me. So it shouldn't have done that.
Right.
I keep hearing George too, but I don't know how that fits either.
Okay, well, we'll just hold on to that one.
I don't know why her blue eyes in that. It's just so weird that I keep being drawn to her blue eyes in that gray picture, like black and white picture.
I know.
It's
like they were colored that to like bring it out, maybe.
Yeah, but it's almost like she was kind of known by her blue eyes.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm trying to figure out who this guy freaking was. To where why people wouldn't believe this cop, because I feel like this cop like basically stalked him. There was a fight too.
Mm-hmm.
With him at one point, and I don't know where I just keep seeing him like punching and rolling around and stuff coming in, but it's almost like I'm seeing it in the movie. So like there was a fight with him and this cop, and I don't know what it was over. I don't know if he caught him in the act or there's some kind of something. I hear evidence. He found evidence, and he went to go get him or something, and there was some kind of fight.
Yep.
But I feel like I'm rolling around outside with it.
Okay.
Like we're fighting and rolling around. It's almost like I can see it like how maybe they did it in the movie or something because it's in black and white. It's weird. I don't know. They keep taking me back to that freezer.
I don't know.
And then I hear cannibal.
Oh.
I know. But I keep getting a reference again to a heart for someone, and I don't. That's really I don't know. I don't understand. Why do I see a girl walking down the street? Or walking down a sidewalk? She's walking down the street. Then she just vanishes. But I feel this guy offered rides home or something.
Yeah.
Like that was his MO. Like, do you want to ride home? Kind of thing. Or do you need a ride home? And that could be why I saw her getting in the car with him too.
2 of the ones I read on was, yeah.
Do we know of any Lisa?
I have the list right here.
It'll be first or middle. I'm really annoyed because I'm really trying to get more on him. Like, who the hell was he? Or is he?
If you don't get it, I'll tell you when you get done, but there might be a reason why you can't.
I also hear the name Jamie. I don't know where all these names are coming in.
Yeah, we'll have to hold on to them because I haven't seen any of those names. And then I can validate the Tommy if you want me to.
Okay.
That's only just from the movie.
Oh.
That I've been able to find so far.
Okay.
So I think maybe that's why the movie keeps getting brought in. But then there was also a cop named Tommy. And so you've been talking about a cop.
Yeah. But that wasn't the one that... Was it his partner or something?
No. He, like, you said that, like, he was, like, they were fighting and stuff.
Uh-huh.
He was convicted of crimes and torture and misconduct.
Oh, okay. So he was he the one that caught him? Or the one that was like basically stalking him? I get that there was a cop that knew it was him and was stalking him, but he knew it was the only way to catch him because no one would listen. They didn't have any evidence.
It's very vague.
Okay.
It just says he...
I mean, if that's the one that would make sense that that's the cop that I keep picking up. If he's the one that actually arrested him or was the one that actually thought it was him.
Yeah, it's against detainees. That's who the people they would bring in, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He was jailed for it.
It's a small price to pay, I hear.
Okay, yeah.
I just heard the word system is broken. Because it's almost like they're saying he would have been caught sooner if we had a different system.
Yes, I could see that. Yeah.
I want to say he had a type, but I keep seeing this blonde-haired girl, and it like were like maybe light brown, dirty blonde, and her hair curls at the bottom.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. There's not a lot of pictures of the girls, but the one I remembered does, yeah.
And I keep getting a reference to like maybe she had like, you know, those things that they used to have where they tie the bow up like this, and there was like a little tiny bow right here, like they tie it up in their hair.
Okay.
They leave it down. I keep seeing her with that, and I don't know if she ever wore it like that, but I keep getting that. So the teacher was only because that one teacher was the last one to see her, right? It's not because there's another teacher involved.
No,
he
just dropped her off.
Okay.
At the school, for practice.
Because I'm really trying to get who this guy was, like what he did for a living, and why people didn't want to think it was him. What's weird is I keep getting a pastor in a church. I'm not saying that has anything to do with him, but that keeps coming up, and I don't really know why that's coming up.
Okay.
Unless it has something to do with one of the girls like went to church or something. I don't know. But I keep hearing like church. I keep seeing a church and like singing, like hearing church music or choir music or something like that. I don't know. I don't really know the significance of that. Why is it bugging me? Darn it. So when I try to get something specific, I like all of a sudden don't get anything.
Yeah, never mind. Oh, wait.
No, go ahead.
There may be a reason why you're not able to pinpoint him. I know. You want me to keep going? I'll wait to make sure you're done first.
I don't know. I'm trying really hard.
I know. That's why I'm like holding it in my head. I'm like, I want to tell you, but I can't yet.
I'm getting frustrated that I can't get more on him. You know, I just keep seeing him cruise in a freaking car.
Yeah. I don't see like what type of car the specific one I'm talking about drove, but
I just see him cruising around in a car. That's what they show me.
Because you know how you got like there was a certain number and then there was more? It's because he was arrested at one point and then released and he bailed.
Oh, you mean why they said that the system was screwed up?
No, like earlier when you got 4, but then there are more.
Yeah.
That's kind of validates that.
Oh, okay. That there was more because they let him go.
And then he bailed.
Oh, he left to a different area?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
I think that's
where the two areas come in?
Yep.
But I'm trying to get like why, because this is bugging me. Like, why didn't anybody think it was him besides this cop? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the cop was so sure it was him, so sure that he was willing to break the law, break the code, stalk him, at one point. And I hear follow him. So he was so sure that it was him, but why didn't anybody else think so? Who is he so special that no one else thought so? Because I feel like people were really blind to the fact that, I don't know if maybe he was just really charming. And because I keep getting like he stayed in the neighborhood. There's reference to being a neighbor. And maybe just like people knew him and he was really charming and they didn't think anything of it. Like, that's how it kind of comes across. But as far as like work or anything, I can't really get a job with him. And maybe that's because did he do different handyman work or something like that? Because I hear handyman.
I haven't seen anything on.
Maybe he did odd jobs, for different people. I don't know.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna have to watch the freaking movie again.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I wonder if I can look it up, Brooke.
Because it's almost like, I don't know, maybe he's just really charming, neighborly. Because I get like a neighbor, like he lived in the area, or he lived around where these. Hold on one second. They're gonna start being crazy. Like he lived around where these girls were going missing or whatever. Because I feel like I'm in the neighborhood, or like he's in the neighborhood or something. And like people know him. But he comes off as like a nice guy or a charming guy. Like he had a facade, is what I hear. But I don't know if he did like construction work or because I hear hammering nails now, and there's reference to handyman work or odd jobs. Carpentry. Shit. I hope you guys.
Sorry, I'm trying to read it real fast.
It's okay. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because I hit my mic.
Oh, okay.
That must have been Dylan that messed with it that night, because I have not had a problem with it since.
Yeah.
Although I keep thinking every time I hit it, it's going to quit working.
No, he looks black.
Oh, the back of my head has just started hurting. I feel like he's slamming somebody's head against the ground.
Could have. I haven't read anything on it yet.
Like I can see it. Like he's taking someone's head and he's smashing it on the ground, and the back of my head hurts.
Oh.
I know. Dang. I don't know who that is, but that's someone because I see it very clearly. One of his victims, she probably got a little. So you said there was a name that sounded like Victoria, but not Victoria?
Yeah. Sorry, I have to go through every single top part here.
Oh man.
So there's no middle names in here, but it's Villarreal. And only her skull was found.
So he did, or there is. It's either he did decapitate, or it's just
a dog
fact
found. Yeah, a dog found her skull.
or she had been there so long that she wasn't together anymore.
Yeah.
So that could be why I was getting that.
Yeah.
So
he was in the one I'm talking about. It's in Oklahoma National Guard.
Military?
I don't know what National Guard is.
That's military.
Okay. And he worked on farm with his parents when he was young.
But it doesn't say what he was doing, like after he went to jail and he went to this place, like what he was, if he did any odd jobs or did any like.
So
Stupid flies drive me crazy.
oh, well, this probably could explain your cop. Looked at a truck driver. He lured a 19-year-old daughter of a sheriff's deputy into his truck.
I was gonna say there was I got a truck driver. I ignored it because is that a separate one? Is that a separate case? Or they thought it's connected, or what? Is it connected?
She didn't get killed. That's why she's not on the victim list. She escaped. But he was charged but was released from custody after paying bail.
It's the same guy?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why I keep seeing him driving around.
It's the one I'm talking about, yeah. Or the one for Colette, yeah.
That's why I said I keep seeing him driving around. Now that makes sense. Hey, don't do that.
Yes.
1 second. Hey. You get into shit when you're not supposed to. You want attention, I know.
And in the beginning, you said something about one being tied up, and I said I haven't read it. This one was tied up.
Did I say that?
In the beginning, I'm pretty sure you did. You said you kind of seem like tied up somehow.
Did I? Oh, I don't remember saying that. But now we know why I kept seeing him driving.
Yeah.
I was kind of getting truck driver, but I was second guessing that, so. Which I shouldn't have because there's a lot of serial killer truck drivers.
Yep.
But I still feel like he did like odd jobs or something like that.
Doesn't really go into much after he left the National Guard, except for that one crime that he did while he was a truck driver.
It's almost like he couldn't really get a job doing anything else. I keep getting a reference to the church.
Yeah, I didn't find anything.
Because I keep going back to it. Now I'm seeing the outside of the church. So it's got to mean something. Either, one of the girls went to church, or I don't know. There's got to be something with the church. Or he did work outside of a church. I don't know.
One of the ones he admitted strangling her and putting her body in the woods by the side of the road.
Okay.
And last name Johnson. So there's your J.
Okay. That makes sense because I was getting the side of the road and I keep seeing trees off the side of the road, so. Hey, stop it. Stop. See what you started? Hold on. Dogs are starting to get antsy. Trying to see if there's anything else I can get. I don't feel like I got much, so
I think you got a lot.
I keep picking up. It's like I keep picking up the name Mary or Marilyn. I don't know why I'm getting all these names, unless these are people that maybe he's responsible for and we don't know he's responsible for it.
Could be.
I also get the month of December for some reason.
It's hard because there's no middle names. It's just their first and last. And you said August?
December.
Or December, sorry.
And Mary or Marilyn. Marilyn. I don't know. I'm getting you notice I'm getting a lot of names, but like Lisa, Jamie, Marilyn. I don't know how they fit. They could be like family members or something, but shoot, I don't know. Well, since, they only know of 4, but they think he's probably got more out there. Maybe when he was a truck driver, he's got more we're not aware of. Because that's one reason I felt I needed to do this. I felt there was victims that we don't know about.
Oh, there probably is.
And it could have been during the time when he was a truck driver or whatever, because besides the specific areas where he left these ones, I do get I was getting off a random side of the road and him driving around. So there's probably, I'd be curious if there's any missing around that time with any of those names, first or middle. I don't know.
There is a December, but I'm not seeing any of the names so far. But it could be ones that are not on the victim list.
Yeah, I don't know. What is the December about?
That's the day she went missing.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, as long as it validates.
She was discovered in a field in the 3000 block of Calder Road alongside Laura Miller. Coroners estimate the woman was 22 to 30, 5'5" and 5'8", and that that she died 6 weeks to 6 months prior to being found. And then the woman had a small caliber gunshot wound to the back. She was identified in April of 2019.
Okay, I was just going to ask you about March. Because I was getting December, but how they show me December is like Christmas time. Doesn't necessarily have to be around Christmas time, but it's my reference to December, and then I was getting March. And then seriously, dude. Oh, why I hear 1970s.
Is when it started.
Okay.
Yep.
That we know of.
Yeah. That's on record.
I love you, Mommy.
I love you too, beautiful.
Wow.
It started before that, but we just don't know. But 1970s. Okay, that makes sense. I also hear the name Jean. You know how sometimes we have like the middle name something Jean. It feels like a middle name, anyways. And where are all these names coming from, Laura?
Yeah, I don't know. You don't get that many.
God, I'm
Jean,
getting
how do
Laura.
you spell that? Like, if I were just to look it up.
What?
Jean. How do you spell that?
Jean.
Oh.
And I'm getting Laura too. Oh, I don't know. Maybe these are women we don't know about.
Could be.
That's why my back of my head was hurting.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I didn't hear a gunshot.
But there's also a lot that he just hit in the back of the head with something.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. One, it feels like he was slamming her head against the ground.
Yeah.
Because I do get some that were more personal, like where he took out his anger, or was like a frenzied attack, like where he was like beating him and
yeah.
That's how it feels, anyways.
Okay, there is a Jean. Pulling it up.
Sorry, there's a dog doing zoomies right now.
So
go ahead.
There is a Jean that was found. I don't know how much you want me to say.
Go ahead, just tell me, because I'm getting her name, but
okay. So when I said you might not be able to get the information on, you're getting the information on the one that I had pinpointed it to, but there was over 30, which you got that number earlier, women that were found, and there's 3 suspects between all of the women.
So the number 30 you're saying is the women, not 30s?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. He still looks in his 30s, but I could see where I would get 30.
And I got major chills. Oh my gosh.
Is that why I'm getting all these women's names?
Probably. But I'm not from the name list that I'm looking at, I'm only looking at one person.
Yeah.
But Gene is matched with convicted with somebody else, but found in the same area.
So we had more than one serial killer working at a time, which makes
Yes,
sense
but
for the
they're not
70s.
sure if they're connected.
Okay.
Crystal Jean Baker was found.
I knew it was a middle name.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll wait because in case you get anything else with her.
No, go ahead. There's so many, it's going to be hard to differentiate.
Yeah.
What's what? And
she was found in a dumpster under an interstate bridge.
Surprised I didn't get that. I usually get dumpster stuff.
She had been beaten, raped, and strangled to death. It took 26 years for her killer to be brought to justice.
And that's someone else.
That's somebody else.
But
Yep.
same area.
Yep.
That's probably why I'm picking her up then.
So the title is The Mystery of the Texas Killing Fields, and how one man may hold the answer to 30 young women found murdered there. But in the article I read earlier, obviously there's different ones. There's 3 suspects. He happens to be the second one.
Well, I keep getting 10 with him, so I don't know if he's killed all 30.
With the first or second? The first one?
The one that the one that we've been talking about. The one the movie's about. My head is blowing up.
He admitted in prison, I want to say. I think that's how I read it, is that he admitted to 11 that are in heaven. Like he made it kind of like a rhyme. Okay. But he might have told you, or you might have got 10 because we were already talking about one.
Oh, okay. So 10
is what
more?
I'm thinking. So
10 more besides the one? Okay,
yes.
that makes
sense. I think that's where the 11 is, because we were talking about Colette, which is the one.
That makes sense. So it would be 10 more because they said more.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Because that 10 is big, and since we're already talking about her, I guess we wouldn't mention those. We wouldn't mention her because we're already talking about her.
Yep.
Makes sense. I knew he had a lot more than 4. Yeah. Do we know if any of them were pregnant?
One was, but she got away alive.
Because I keep seeing one with a baby. Boy.
Because she jumped out of his truck, landed on the ground, and there was a car that was behind them that had picked her up and taken her to the hospital.
Okay.
She's the one that helped crack the case.
That's why I'm picking her up then.
Yeah.
Okay. And I keep getting the color green. I don't know if it's a vehicle. Like a vehicle color, or
yeah, I haven't read anything about color vehicles. Not even a vehicle. Just I mean, that semi was just in that one article about him.
Yeah, that's why it was weird, because I wanted to say truck driver earlier, and this is why I get so mad at myself, because I
gotta say it, girl.
I know, but I overthink it. But then I did see him driving, just constantly driving. I just saw him cruising all the time. But at the same time, I didn't feel I feel like he was in this one area for a while, where the Texas Killing Fields was. I feel like he was in that area. He didn't feel like a traveling truck driver. That's why I was confused.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
See, it's a very interesting case. There's a lot of
field.
A lot of moving parts to it.
I was like, let's just do Dahmer.
No. I haven't watched anything on that.
It seems so much more easy. Like, it seems more straightforward.
You know me.
Oh, gosh.
I'm trying to push myself, but at the same time, you know, I get frustrated because I'm like, I'm only getting bits and pieces, and I wish I could get. But that's how it works. It's always just bits and pieces. I also get the name on Andrea and Andrea and Andrea and something. There's a lot of names, but I don't know where they belong. They could belong anywhere, I guess. Did one of these guys? Now I'm gonna start picking up on their ones too.
And I only read about the one.
Well, I mean, because I already got Jean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll pick them up if they're in the same area.
Right.
Unfortunately, but I keep seeing a younger girl.
A lot of them are.
Huh?
A lot of them are.
They are for a different one. For a different serial killer or him? Because they could be showing me a young girl to show me the age range.
Okay, so you're picking up on, or you're talking about the second one now?
I don't know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
I keep picking up younger girls, not like Colette's age, because she seemed more like a teenager or, you know, like older. I'm talking about younger, like
so
11 and younger, maybe. Like, the way they show it to me is a girl playing hopscotch. But she's a young girl. So that's why I
gotta find that article that I just had. Sorry. So the Jean girl that you were talking about is 13.
Okay. That makes sense at that age.
A lot of them just vary.
Yeah. I don't know why they're showing me a girl playing hopscotch. It literally, I don't know. I don't know if it's just to show me that they were younger or...
Good.
Also, they're... And now I'm going to be probably getting into the other freaking serial killers. Because now I see a girl, like, pushing a bike. Which means that she had her bike with her. Was riding it, pushing it, something. But a lot of them had stuff with their head because I just have this major headache that won't go away.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there.
Okay.
For the 4, there was 4 victims found in like
one area,
one plot of land over the years.
which was what I was thinking, because that's why I kept getting one area, but then there's another area, and then I feel like there's just randoms in between.
Yes.
But
exactly.
Yeah. Like he had one area where he had a bunch, and then another area where he had a bunch, and then there's just like random in between there.
And this was just one plot of land,
Yeah. But now this girl with the bike is gonna drive me crazy. Because I don't know where she goes.
I was researching what you got before, and now I can't remember.
And that, you know what? That's
the
probably
hopscotch. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why. Well, that could have just been symbolic for trying to show me the young age.
Okay.
So that's why I said like one plot of land, like it made me feel like he was in one area for a while. Yeah. And that's why I didn't see him traveling, because it was that one area, and why he kept putting him in the one spot was because he was in that one area. The time he was traveling, that's when there was randoms, and then the other one was he was in the other area for a while. Like that's how it comes across anyways.
Yeah.
Did he ever use a ligature? Because I hear ligature strangulation, so I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't read anything about that.
There's still some missing, huh, that they haven't found?
I'm probably gonna say so.
Because I heard the word "still missing."
Yeah. It did say that some families have answers, but not all.
It's almost like I feel like it makes me feel like there's still like the same stretch of road.
Mm-hmm.
Like I keep going to the road where maybe they found a couple like off of like the random areas. Okay. I keep getting a railroad track for some reason. There's a railroad track, and but I feel like the stretch of highway from say one where the field where he found the board, which are I think known as the Texas killing fields. Okay, then it's like between that road and like that road between the Texas killing fields and where the other people were found. Like it feels like it connects. Like there's a road that connects those two areas.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense. And if anybody's watching, maybe you guys know if you're from Texas. I don't know. I just know that it's almost like the way that they show me is there's a road that connects his two main spots where he had his victims. Like there's a road that you can take to go from one spot to the other. And I feel like it was his route. Oh, I hear route, like truck driving route. So wherever his route was.
Okay.
There's a reference to it's like you would get off the freeway and you would go on to like a dirt road, like right off the freeway. Like there's a freeway going to both of these areas. I don't know if that's like a main highway or something. I don't really know. But there's like dirt, like a turnoff you would take and it would go onto a dirt road. And I keep seeing, it's kind of weird. It's like, it's reference to a lot of sand, but I see like a kind of like a dirt lot with a tree in it. It's kind of weird. I don't even know how it makes sense. And I get like, I hear the word sift. I don't know what that means. Like they'd have to sift sand. I don't really know if dogs would do anything or not, but I feel like the areas where his other victims were that are random, because it's random, but it's not. It's along. I feel like it's along his route. I don't know if I'm making sense at all. I don't feel like I'm making sense.
I mean, it could. I'm looking at a map that's got an arrow going this way and an arrow going this way, and it's right across the street, but one's up here and one's down.
I'll show you what I keep drawing, because I keep drawing it on the one field road, two field. Okay, this is like what I kept drawing over and over and over. I don't know if you can see it. One field, then a road, then two fields. Not that there's not roads in between, but it's almost like a straight shot, like from one area to another. I guess is how, like, one killing area to another killing area. Like there's a road that goes in between there. I don't know if it's a highway or what. Okay.
Yeah.
So along that highway, I guess that would be his route.
Turn it like this and you got it right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, fine, that way.
From the picture I'm looking at, and actually it was the same area Colette was found in.
Okay. So along it's weird because I kept drawing this over and over and over. You can't even really see it in this thing. So basically, since you told me to turn it, it's like one field and then a road, then two fields over here.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So along that road, I feel there's more bodies along that road.
Oh gosh.
Because
that's your 4. Those are the 4. But there could be. Wait, hold on. Don't.
You said
don't
that he had 11, right?
That he admitted to.
Yeah. That road, it's weird. It's almost like I see like you take the dirt road off of this main road, and I keep seeing like a I don't know if it's a dirt parking lot. There's like one single tree in this dirt. I know, lone trees. I don't know. There's like one tree in this parking lot. You can't see it.
Oh my gosh.
See this little dirt, like, okay, you get off the main road and there's like a little parking lot right there. Does that make sense?
I mean, it's black and white. And I can only see one, like the road and the two fields. There's nothing else after that, but there is one that goes in and it looks like there's like gravel, but it's black and white.
Okay. Well, I just see like one, like it almost looks like a parking lot kind of thing. Like it's just empty. But then there's like, I don't know why I keep seeing like one tree. I don't know why that is.
It's black and white, so all of it looks like trees.
But I mean, I don't know if it's just symbolic or what. I'm not really sure. It's like I turn in this parking lot and there's one tree in the parking lot. But I do feel like there's some areas out here that are vacant fields or whatever they may be along. It's just like it's right off of this dirt road that you pull off of the main road.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel there's bodies at.
Yeah.
Or bones now, but
bones, yeah.
Skeletal remains, I should say. I feel like there's a lot of, like, there's quite a bit out there.
Yeah, because they weren't found all at the same time.
I have a map now.
Huh?
I said I have a map now.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make any sense. Like, see, and then I drew. Can you see it?
Yeah.
okay, so like the round spot is like, it reminds me of like a parking lot or like an empty lot. An
Okay.
empty lot. And then like there's fields on either side or empty spots on either side. So that's what I keep seeing.
Like, because there's an arrow going this way and an arrow going this way, so I can see like the middle road, but I can't see like the road coming off the other field, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, it's like, and they might just be showing me like a way to get off of there, you know? Like how he took, like if it's I don't know if it's an exit or what, but it's almost like that road between, tell her to click the link that's in the group.
For what?
Angela.
Oh, she gonna come in?
She said, "Are you live? Are you going live?"
If I touch my phone, it'll X me out.
It's all right. Live. So yeah, I mean, shoot. I feel like we could find bodies out there. It's that clear. It's the road between his two killing spots.
Yeah.
And that's why she kept showing me off the side of the road before.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh man. That's just.
That's crazy to me that the location seems so clear. It's just I don't know why they haven't found anybody unless they quit looking.
We might have to like.
It was too hard because like I hear sift. Like I don't think he buried them. I just think they were hidden far, like good enough, and not a lot of people went there. That now the fact they're skeletal and they're probably spread out, and so it might be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But that kind of feels clear. And maybe if I looked at the map, I would know, the map that you're looking at. But it's almost like the road that he took between his two killing areas, all of that road. And I keep wanting to go off the right side of the road, not the left, but see, I see it like this, and you're saying it's like this, but I'm seeing it like this.
Right.
So if I'm seeing it like this, I still want to go off the right. But I don't know if it would still be off the right if it's this way. I think it is. That's the way I drew the map, was off the right.
So like the way the arrows were going, let me go back up so I don't have this wrong. The middle road that I can see, one gravel road goes to the right. And then it looks like your little driveway area and then like a sand pit area, which I don't know if it's a parking lot. I can't see, it's black and white. And then your field over here, there's maybe a road to go to it, but I don't see it. So it's probably on the opposite side of the map to where I'm not seeing it.
Well, that makes sense if like the sand pit and the fields and stuff are on that side.
Yeah.
Because that's the way I see it, is off the right. But sometimes things are mirrored, but I really feel it's off the right. The way I see it anyways.
So even if you're seeing it this way, it's still off to the right.
Yeah. Because it's weird, because when I was drawing the circles, I kept doing the square, line, square, and the line in the middle was the road. But then you're like, switch it over, turn it around. But it's still like, I kept drawing that over and over. And I was like, I need to show her why I keep drawing here, because I was drawing it over the circles.
I was going to try to show you, but it's going to go backwards because I have to like literally turn my phone. But see, there's an arrow going this way. And then there's an arrow going this way. And so I can't see anything on this side, but even it's like an L. And there's your little drive sand area. But then there's also one right here with the parking lot right here. But I don't know if it's a parking lot. I don't know if you can see it.
Why don't you, oh, you can't send that to me in chat because your phone will go out. Send it to me afterwards. I want to look at it because it's like I can see it. This is the first time that I've ever had a map drawn out like that to where it's like,
oh, duh.
I
I
feel
can
like
just
I know where
email
it
you
is.
this. What am I doing? Do you want it?
Yeah. Let me see it.
Oh my God. It's late. It's 2:00 in the
I
morning.
know.
I
I'm
should be
sorry.
sleeping.
Actually, I've been doing this reading
No,
for
this
2
is.
hours and I don't feel like I got enough. Like
Oh, girl. You
I,
mashed a lot.
I still feel like I want to push, you know what I mean? Like, but that's how I am because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there was a reason that I was pulled to this, and maybe it's because there's still missing people that.
So there's 4. Oh my gosh. 4 serial killers that were, or okay, I can't say they were all serial killers. Some of them were arrested for.
So the 4 must be have multiple meanings then, and that's why it was so strong.
Yeah. But during this, like, they're all connected to them somehow.
It feels like a web.
Yeah. But like, I'm trying to feel like in my brain, I want to say it's connected because they're found.
It's all the same area.
Yeah.
It's
But
like
then it's like, was it like what do you call it when there's like multiple people killing people? Sorry, I'm brain dead right now.
a bunch of serial killers in one area.
Kind of like a killing cult. I don't know a word for it. Is that? I need to go back. I can't think of the word.
Well, there is a brotherhood of truck driver serial killers.
Oh.
You can look that up on YouTube. It's a real thing. Yeah.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
That's why whenever I see one, and this is no offense to truck drivers, but I'm always worried that they're that in vans.
See, and I know a lot of truck drivers. 2 of them has passed away since then, but I know like they were all nice.
Well,
and
not all. Okay, not all.
You know, but you got to think of who's out there and they're bored and they're.
It's like they choose to be because they can't. It's harder to get caught. I mean, look at Little.
Well, yeah.
Samuel Little. I mean, he's one of the most prolific serial killers. I can't believe he's a cancer, but he had like 80 or something that they knew about. And he was a truck driver and he didn't get caught for years and years and years because they could just take him over the state line and keep going, you know. I think that's why a lot of them choose to be serial killers. Easy.
Yeah.
There was another one from Oregon that did the same thing. He killed a lot too. It's weird because, you know, back in the 80s, the 70s and 80s and all that, we heard a lot about serial killers and they seem to be more of them. There's serial killers now, I just don't think we know.
Right.
But it's weird. Like, you know, all the big ones like Ted Bundy, Green River, all that, like they were all kind of active at the same time and they were all killing at the same time. It was weird. It was like the time of the serial killers.
Yeah.
And now, like, it's different. Like, we don't know about these serial killers and that they're out there. We just know that there's missing people. Like, I don't know if they got smarter about it or what. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird in the difference. I mean, there's obviously still some serial killers out there. We just don't. We are not connecting them like we did back then, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Except for, and I keep pulling them up in my auto writes too.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get Marilyn Monroe on your auto write?
No. What do you mean?
Okay, well, if I'm reading this right, the crystal gene that you got is what okay, so it says Crystal Jean Baker, 13, whose great aunt was Marilyn Monroe, was abducted near The I-45 Ravensturn.
That's weird. The like known Marilyn Monroe?
That's thinking.
Crazy.
I mean,
how weird.
That's the way that's the only Marilyn Monroe I know, but
yeah, I know. How weird. I wonder if anybody even knew that.
Unless there's just someone else named that too, and I'm just thinking it's.
So the I-45, is that the road that goes between the two areas?
I might have lost my page. I-45's this way. Calder is this way. On this map, I sent you a picture in your Gmail.
Oh. Because I knew it was a freeway. It's like a freeway that goes in between the two.
I mean, that's literally what it says. I don't know.
I kept getting I couldn't figure out, I knew it had a 5 in it, but I couldn't figure out the number for some reason. Oil field. I said it smelled like oil.
Yeah. Yep. So the ages were between 12 and 34.
Okay, that was right. That's about right, because I said like 11. That's close.
Yep.
So that's why I was getting the hopscotch thing. It was trying to tell me it was younger. I can't. It's not opening this map. Oh, wait. Oh. I can't make them big. I need to make the map. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so it would be along I-45. C-75, I was kind of thinking that too, but I was like, oh, that's in Florida. That might be why I was picking that up, because 75 runs the other way. I would say 75 and 45 are important, because that's 75. I wanted to say that. Hey, there's a Greenbrier Cemetery.
Yeah,
that might be
I
the
can't.
green.
Can't see it.
That might be the green. It's right there. Yep, and it's 75. Okay, so that's why I was like thinking 75, and I wanted to say it, but I need to quit doing that. But I didn't, because I was thinking that was in Florida.
Oh. Say it anyway.
I know.
You gotta say it anyways. I don't care if it matches here. It will match somewhere.
I know. People understand how I work. Is there railroad tracks along there anywhere? I don't really see any, but this map kind of sucks. Like, I can't really do much with it. I would say along the... Hey.
Huh.
It says, the land is now the site of Magnolia Creek Baptist Church.
Huh.
Oh, we're not trying to find... We're doing Texas killing fields. Going somewhere. So I was saying that there's more bodies out there, and we were talking about trying to figure out my map. And so she sent me the map, and that might be why the church keeps coming in. Because they're saying a church, maybe. I hope church didn't get built on top of anybody.
Oh, no. Sorry, that just gets me.
It says, in the church grounds are crosses. One erected for 16-year-old Laura Miller. Laura!
Yeah.
Laura! I got
Yeah.
that name. Laura Miller. Last seen alive at the gas station in League City after calling her boyfriend on a spring day in September 1984. She vanished from the same spot where Heidi Villarreal Frey, a cocktail waitress, disappeared from her a year earlier.
Because it was weird. It was weird because like I was drawn to Colette, and then you got Laura.
Yeah. And here is
and they were found in the same area.
Yeah, and here's the I'm telling you that church. Maybe they're saying maybe they were trying to tell me the church was on them. Or by them. Because they kept showing me the church. And there is literally Monarch Creek. I kept hitting that creek.
Yep.
There's
literally I saw a picture. I knew there was water by her.
There's literally a church right across from these fields.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay, I can't see it as clear as you are seeing
Magnolia
it.
Creek Baptist Church. Which is why I kept hearing the choir and seeing the church and all of that. So that's why. Yep, there's Crystal Jean Baker. And there's trees. There's a bunch of trees right there on a grassy field. See, there's 2 Jane Does. The bodies of these 2 women found on the Calder 3000 were only known as Janet Doe and Jane Doe until DNA then they got their DNAs, but they weren't known for a while.
Right.
So there's about 40 women. I wonder if it's 30 plus the 10 then.
It could be, but there's or
11.
Like
12 and 34.
Because there's 3 suspects.
Why would they all choose that same spot? How weird for them to choose that same spot.
That's what makes me feel like they knew each other somehow. Like,
it's weird.
But like,
the Golden State Killer. Okay, that's why I was getting the freeway.
Where'd you get Golden State Killer
at? That's where they're saying that the Weak League City Police scored a breakthrough as a positive. Wait, where to go? The physical appearance to produce a physical profile and is used to track down California's Golden State Killer. So that was DNA did that.
Yeah.
So that DNA was a big part of this. That's why it came in the very beginning. Because it also found out who Jane Doe and Janet Doe was. And no, the church is across from it. Okay. I was looking at the wrong, but the church was coming in so strong, and that was because there's a church literally right across from the killing fields.
Okay.
The Madison Church or whatever.
Yeah. I'm glad I gave you that because
I read it wrong.
There's a Sarah that went.
There is an Audrey Lee Cook that vanished December 1985. So that is the December.
This is a 2002, July 2002. Sarah Trusty was riding her bike near the Algola Baptist Church. Am I reading the wrong article?
No, that's probably right. Because remember, I was getting a bike. And Magnolia Church is right across from the killing fields, according
to Algoa Baptist Church in Galveston County around 11 p.m. The next day, her bike was inside the church, but no trace of her.
So that must be 14
days later. Fishermen found her.
That must be where the bike came from then.
Yeah.
The girl on the bike. Okay, Janet Doe.
I remember you saying bike, so I think that's why it caught my attention.
Okay, so they haven't caught who got Miss Cook or Miss Prudhomme. It says, despite suspects being named over the years, police no one charged in relation to those 4 murders. So that's the 4. There's another 4.
Yeah. There's also one that they that's a suspect that had died, so nobody's been charged with their murders because let me get the name of that one. Hold on. Edward Harold Bell. I think it was that one.
Naked body.
Yeah, he was never
That
charged
was-
with these murders.
So that was Colette that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was naked.
Yes.
Alright.
Which I validated that, right?
Yeah. Well, it was like I was seeing both. I was seeing them with no clothes on, and I was seeing them some with like partial clothes on.
Okay.
See, maybe that's the creek or whatever water I was seeing. I don't know. That's a reservoir. Okay. Pieces of her dismembered body.
Are you talking about Colette?
Allison Craven.
Okay, yes. Yep.
4 months later. What is it with the fours? They're everywhere.
Wait,
4
where'd you
months
four at?
later, pieces of her dismembered body were found in 2 places in a field.
Oh, this one, the article I'm reading it is 3 months later, so they're kind of off on their. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's so many, like, I don't even know. I don't want to read any more in case I get any more information, but I just wanted to look at that's weird that now we know why the church was so strong. I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
It looks like they did build house. They left those fields open though, but there's houses on the other side. How weird.
I see why I said this is crazy. Like, I can't validate all that because there's gonna be too much coming in.
Yeah. And
Unless
if I
I
kept
research if it's
going, I mean, if I kept going, I probably would even get, who knows at this point. And it might not just be all linked to him anymore,
right.
since they all put him in the same place, which is weird. 40. Yeah. 40. They're 40, but they think, what, 3 or 4 different people?
Yeah.
Which is why the 4 came in so much. It seems to have a big meaning. 4 serial killers, blah, 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 blah. Well, they're saying there might be 4 different killers going somewhere. So, and now I've got more of a headache after looking at that. Dang it.
So, suspects: Michael Lloyd Self, Edward Harold Bell, Mark Stallings, and William Louis Reese. William Lewis Reese. Those are the 4 that's on here.
I wonder where the brother comes in at. It's kind of
bugging Kevin Edison Smith. And
yeah, this is a crazy one.
So there's more than 3. 4.
Well, yeah, because there's 4 because they're saying that one wasn't a couple they couldn't connect to anybody or something like that.
Yeah, so there's 3 people that got convicted and 3 people that are suspects. 1 passed away, so was never charged.
No,
So,
it just seemed to be where they would dump bodies, and it makes you wonder if they did all know each other. Maybe they do. I mean, the guy that was who they arrested for What was the one we were doing the reading on for Colette? Because I was trying to hone in on him, but I was picking up, obviously, others. I couldn't just hone in on him because...
That's why I said you might not be able to get, like, information on him.
I mean, I did. I did
Yes,
get a
you
lot of
did.
information on
Yeah.
him, but it's almost like then, we got Gina in, and Gina, they said, was killed by someone else, right? But it's almost like there's still more off the side, off the road, like I was talking about. But unless I'm just drawing the killing fields, that was my map before we looked at it.
Yeah.
But I still feel like all the bodies haven't been found.
Oh, and there's names you got that aren't on here, so I do believe there's a lot more.
Plus, I keep getting that road. Like the road from one spot to another spot. Because you said he had 2 spots, right?
Huh?
That one specific one we were talking about, you said he had 2 spots.
Well, because he fled, so...
Yeah, that's what I mean. So there was a spot between, the road between that
well, there's,
one
like,
and this
different...
one.
Like, let's say he lived in one town and he got released and he fled.
Yeah.
And he wasn't found till way later. So
But
different towns.
I wonder if the 45 goes between the one spot he killed in and then the other spot he killed in. Because like I said, I don't know. The way I get it, it's like
he fled town, so...
Well, it's like he had a... Okay, so I don't know how to explain this.
Well, because there's Webster, Houston, Galveston, Houston, Dickinson.
I don't know. It's like he had one place he killed here, then there's a road in between, and then he had one place he killed over here.
Like miles away?
Yeah, like these aren't the two fields. They're just like the one place he killed and a road in between, and the second place he killed, and like his road that he took. Then over here's the fields. He would pass by the fields.
Yeah.
That's what I keep getting is it's like a road like he would take between the 2 places that he knew or that he had bodies at. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
To me it does, yes.
Along his route.
Right.
Basically. Along his
Well, yeah, because you take the same route every week, Well, most truck drivers I know do, but...
Yeah. But the 75 seems important because I wanted to say that and then I thought it was Florida. So but there is a 75 that goes it intersects the 45. It's like a back road. It's in Grays and it runs underneath the 45 right there.
Okay.
So, and it's it's known as a 75. It's not like a main highway. It's more like looks like a back road or something. It intersects the 45. I'm still tripped out on that church though.
Yeah. I know I didn't even look I didn't even see it.
I didn't think that was going to fit, but that really, no wonder it was so big. Why they were bringing it forward in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 45 is the main highway going somewhere that goes, I know it goes by the killing fields. I just don't know if one area, because he had one area and then he had another area. One area he killed in, another area he killed in, and it's like the road in between. Like his route, wherever his route was that he took is what keeps coming up, the route. But that church is tripping out. I'm feeling high again, so it's probably I'm just really ungrounded from all the stuff that come in. But that must be why that 4 came in. It was more than victims. It was killers, all connected. I bet you they're. What did it say? What the other ones did? Were they truck drivers too?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't Google all of them.
Makes me wonder about
it's
the
in the
truck drivers.
It's in the Wikipedia. Is where I try to get most of my information.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to look it up.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was that many victims.
Well, when you said 30 in the beginning, I'm like, I'm just gonna go with it and see what happens.
Well, I thought it was like he was 30 years old. That's why I came like because I was
And
seeing
then
him
you
that
said
age.
like young and like handsome, like charming. Well, yeah, because he was 19 when he started. Is that TMI?
No,
Okay.
but that's what I'm seeing. I was seeing
But I
him.
didn't want to say anything until after because you
Yeah.
got the 30, so I wanted to kind of see where it was leading.
Well, Spirit will bring in numbers in weird ways.
Oh yeah.
So
30 bodies have been found in
Well, it
that
says
area.
40 on this.
I think Spirit's giving you 40.
No, it says 40 on the thing that you sent me.
Really?
Yeah.
No, Wikipedia is behind because Wikipedia says 30.
It says it in the let me go to that link. I felt jacked up all of a sudden. I wonder if one of them was on drugs. Something.
Incapacitate means like somebody would like smother you to sleep type thing, right?
Incapacitate, like you can't fight back, like maybe tie you up or something like that.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that church is right there. It's a trip out, man.
I can't believe I didn't see it, but
I'm tripped out on that. It's literally right across the street from a church. No wonder I was hearing freaking choir music and seeing a cross, and it's crazy. It's described as the bloodiest stretch of highway. Links to nearly 40 women and young girls murdered or vanished along the stretch of road.
Okay.
I wonder if one of them wore glasses. Those glasses are driving me absolutely insane.
So, do you mean the guy
the
or
girl does. No, I saw it on the guy because I see one of the victims has one on, but these are gosh, I wish I could like I want to relate him to someone else. Okay, so Laura Miller says it's unsolved.
for which one?
I was getting Laura Miller.
Yeah.
Is that one still
Wait, I
unsolved?
thought hers was solved. Hers was solved. Okay, let me shut up until I look. Hold on.
Well, because it says, I mean, I'm seeing the reward that they offered for her. Her color hair was kind of what I was seeing with it curled at the end. I would just wonder if that's what I was picking up on. There's so many names, like I'm surprised I didn't
So,
get it.
Laura Miller,
Yeah.
hers was solved after 35 years.
Okay.
Wait,
By
hold on.
DNA? Because DNA came in.
That's
Yeah, I
finally
was
solved.
telling her about that, going somewhere about the serial killer, Brotherhood of Serial Killer Truck Drivers. Yeah. Did you know going somewhere that one of the names I got, I got Jean, but Crystal Jean Baker was actually Marilyn Monroe's niece, great niece? It says Norma Jean Baker is Marilyn Monroe's real name.
Did you find it?
What?
The article that said that?
Yeah.
So that's what you got out of it too, right? Okay, so I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
I'm like, I only know one Marilyn Monroe.
That's trip, man. See, DNA, no wonder DNA came in the very beginning, because DNA helped solve a lot of these.
Yeah.
Oh. There's a Laura Kate, too. There's more than one Laura.
Oh, real?
And she was 12.
Yeah.
So see, that's about right. Yeah, and there's decapitation. Okay, so here you go. Both have been left nude but for a sock. Where's the one with the something around their throat? I don't know. See, these ones aren't connected. These are a different type. Those two are different types.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he had a type, but then there was these
Other ones.
American girls are a different type than his.
But see, they thought it was the one because when he left town, the murders stopped. And then they started up again.
So the church might have two meanings. It might be that one that you were talking about where she was riding her bike near the Agola Baptist Church. And then the church is across the street from the killing fields.
Yeah.
There's so many. Yeah, it was a dumping ground, that's for sure.
So sad.
For sure, but it's just crazy that they would all choose that same spot. It's really
like
weird.
within the area, isn't it? Or was it one field?
Unless they just knew that, unless they knew somebody else was killing there and they wanted to push off their kills on them.
Good for how many suspects there
Because
are.
if they knew there was a serial killer, that would be kind of smart to try to
Push them
make it
out.
look like somebody else did it,
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Do you have a picture? Did you find a picture of him?
Yeah, but it's on my phone. I still have not found the article that
I can probably Google it. I need to see hold on 1 second.
If you Google if you have the names.
I'm looking at serial killers that wear glasses because Jeffrey Dahmer did.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
I hope I wasn't seeing him. Why is he the only one that I pulled up that wore glasses?
He wore glasses to make himself look smart.
That's what I kept pulling up with That's why I kept pulling up on this guy. And I did see like Dahmer's color hair, so it's kind of weird that they say the Zodiac killer wore him. Like I said, it's almost, I don't know if it was a disguise or just to make him look smarter or look. I kept seeing that and it's kind of driving me nuts, and I don't know why. This fly is driving me nuts. Come on. See, now here it says 30 bodies. So he wore glasses, but he's an older guy. I wonder what he looked like when he was younger. Neighboring state. Okay. Was it William Reese? Is that who you got? Is that who you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's got glasses on, but I see him as younger.
That's not the recent one?
No, this isn't. I mean, this is the only picture I could found.
Okay.
I could find. Can't talk. I could found. Stupid.
He's one connected.
This is the William Reese guy. There's so many serial killers I could work.
Right.
I don't know why I have a fascination with them, because it's hard, because when you have so many like spirits coming through at one time, it's hard to figure out what goes where, and information that connects to them. I don't know if this was a good reading or not. I'm not getting anything else because we started talking about it. We could do different parts on it too if we wanted to.
Yeah, you know the one that died that wasn't charged, but like there's proof that he's one. We should do him next. That would be that Bell guy I was talking about.
I
Edward.
I don't know why they fascinate me. And maybe it's because their victims don't get, because there's so many victims that they don't get
Closure, like found.
Like a word, like they don't get to say things, or they don't get their voices heard because there's so many of them. It's just like they're just a number. Maybe that's another reason why I kind of feel drawn to it. I don't know why I have fascination with them. It's kind of weird. It's weird. Like, I actually like channeling Ted Bundy. Not like I would be one of those girls that, ever wrote him from prison, but
I like that series. You need to do more.
I can do more Ted Bundy. As long as he's willing to talk, I can.
Oh man, I was done with the ones you had on there, and I'm like, I want more.
He doesn't scare me, but you know what? The second one that we did, I think different serial killers came in. I'm not sure if they were all him. Then I'm weird with you. Yep, that's true. I don't know. I guess it's weird because I am more drawn to the serial killer than to like regular cases. But and what's weird is I don't know many other psychic mediums that actually work these kind of cases. I've not seen it. I just like to push myself, but it's like hard because it's hard to separate everything out,
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind trying to do this, like do more on this, because I won't remember any of the names or anything. I just skimmed it, so if there's, I don't know. That's a lot of names too. I don't want to do Dahmer. He's one I don't like. I know everybody.
Is that going somewhere telling you that? Because we were talking about it earlier.
He kind of looks like who I was seeing when I saw the picture of him right now when he was younger. That kind of looks like who I was seeing in the car.
What?
In the beginning,
like nice and friendly, and
yes, in the very beginning, the very first, and I don't know if maybe you were thinking about Dahmer, and maybe that's why I picked it up.
Well, I was talking before we got on, but when we got on, I had the other one in mind.
Well, the guy I was seeing, his hair is like a blondish color, and he's wearing glasses, and he doesn't look that scary when he was younger.
Right.
If you look at the picture when he was younger, it kind of matches what I was seeing. Did he ever pick up women in a car?
Jeffrey, yeah.
That could be why, because we were talking
because
about
like he was always so nice and friendly, and like he would act like he needs help, and so they would all come up and help him. Did. Or maybe I'm thinking about
Bundy.
Maybe I'm thinking about Ted Bundy then. That's the one I'm thinking of.
I'll show you the picture of him, and I was like, that kind of looks like the guy I was seeing.
Okay, so I'm thinking Ted Bundy. I might have to go watch Jeffrey Dahmer again. Oh, goodness. I got all my mixed up right now.
I'll show you.
Okay, now I'm just going to look just to
I
make
saw
sure
the
I'm not.
picture of him and I was like, huh. You know who would be good to do? Because no one really knows if they got the right guy for the Zodiac. I don't know much about him. And I know that they said that like they think they got him, but they don't know for sure. Like some people say that it's not really that guy. Some people say that it is.
Okay, I remember that. Yeah. No, he never mind. He kidnapped boys. He's your cannibalism.
I know. Well, that could be why I got the freezer and stuff, but you said there was parts missing in some of the girls though.
I haven't seen anything about the freezer though for that other case. The only thing I could think of for that case was like if their bodies weren't found with their heads. Like there was a few that the skulls were found, but the bodies never were.
Yeah, which is what I was getting, but you were saying that there was parts missing or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, he
it
kind of
wasn't
looks like
all
who I
the
was
ones.
seeing. I'd be curious if he.
It's the one I have on my screen. Yeah.
I would be curious if he. So he kind of looked like the guy I was seeing in the car. I'd be curious if he had an older car and he ever picked up a woman in a car. Because that was the very first vision I got, and I didn't want to work Dahmer. He's one I'm not interested in him at all. Yeah.
Huh. Let's look. But no, I didn't find anything about a freezer, but that doesn't mean it doesn't match somewhere in there, you know? I mean, with that many killers, we'd have to separate all 6 of them. I think that's how much is on there.
Well, because we were talking, and you know what we should have done is maybe tried his picture, like the killer's picture. So maybe I could get more. Well, I wanted to go off the victims. But the problem with that I'm noticing is we're bringing in more than one victim and it's confusing things. And I'm wondering if.
Knowing that there's so many killers now. I didn't want to tell you though.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm wondering if we went off of each killer, if we could get more on the victims. I don't know. This isn't a science. It's hard to kind of understand how my gifts work sometimes and how I can get the most information. Because I was getting a freezer, but you were saying that there was parts that were missing. I could have been picking up Dahmer because we talked about it, so one of his victims might have came through. Because that's
thinking that it's in that. Thinking they're mixed up with the 30.
I don't know. It could, just because we talked because he was mentioned, they could have came through, or I could have picked it up.
Did you write those names down that you got?
I did.
Maybe we can Google them with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, no, because Jamie. We already
he kidnapped boys and killed gay men.
Huh. You know what? You want to hear something funny?
What?
Marilyn?
Yeah?
Marilyn.
Monroe. Huh.
I was like, where's the Marilyn? And
I'm like, I can't find it.
It's because it's connected to Jean.
Oh, goodness. Duh. Wow. Hey, good thing I said something because I didn't put it together at the time.
Dahmer killed boys. But yeah, we don't know because a lot of these women they were found some of them were found skeletal remains, so we don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I was getting a freezer. It's kind of weird. Or refrigerator. Refrigerator or freezer.
And then you got cannibalism, but I didn't see any of those
well,
I mean obviously. Yeah.
Well, I kept getting the heart.
Yeah, and I didn't find anything for that
I don't
either.
know anything about Dahmer, so I can't say what fits him. He's not been one that I've really been interested in. I'm more into like the Bundy, the Green River Killer, this one. Little would be really hard because he's got a lot of victims. And he's deceased. So that would be interesting, but that would be that would be hard.
Oh goodness.
I mean, Jamie's a unisex name.
Yep.
I mean, the only other one I got. I don't know. There might be stuff that fits that we don't know fits. These other girls, like, I kept picking up a brother, and I don't know if that means. Oh, I did write down 75.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't know if that means that like the person had a brother or
Well, so on Colette's, let me pull it back up. I didn't say it because it didn't mean it doesn't make any sense to me, but maybe it will after I read it.
I don't feel like I got a lot of good information. I'm kind of not happy with this reading. I don't know. I don't know who that is going somewhere. I've never heard of Israel King. I don't know. Dollars never fascinated me. I've never really. I still won't watch the thing because just in case I change my mind. But I feel sick. I feel sick. I don't know why. I just do.
Because we're talking about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Don't tell me in case I want to work it. I mean, we could do a 2-part of this and maybe try one on a different victim or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think you need to read up on it more. There's just a lot. Like, it makes my mind spin.
Yeah, and I think, like, I don't know. It's hard because I get a lot of stuff at once. It's hard to see sometimes where things go. You know.
So the 45, were you getting the Interstate 45 or like 45?
Well, the 45 I was saying was at the 45 that was right there because that's by the killing fields.
So it wasn't the women, right?
No.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's just. I didn't think anything could get worse.
See, aren't you glad I put you into this?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's more interesting than I mean, I do want to do Princess Di. I promised you guys I would do that, but I don't know. I'm into this stuff. I don't know why. I push myself with it. I think because I want to see what I can get right. You know,
I feel like you got a lot
I
after I finally was getting the information processed in my head. I feel like
the church blew me away. I mean, there's more than one meaning for that, and the bike and everything. Like I started to get some other stuff, so that till I had to look at the fields because it was driving me crazy. Right, and then it kind of stopped. But yeah, the church, the fact that it's across from the church, they built the church there afterwards. It kind of blew me away. Like,
yeah, there could be more.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is on his route. Because I don't think they found all of his.
Yeah.
I just keep getting like his route that he drove, but it's like from one, like he had 2 killing areas because one where he had before and one, the 4 that they connected to him or whatever. It's like between 2 areas. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want. Yeah, she's all I can validate Dahmer. I know him. Like she knows him personally.
You know him personally, huh?
I don't want
can't see anything because I'm not on YouTube.
I don't know. I'm not. It's not like a. We'll see. I'm not drawn to it at all for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because he ate people.
Now, can we do Kendrick Johnson, please?
We'll do that one for. Should we do that on regular
membership
YouTube or membership?
Let's do it on membership.
No one ever sees my membership videos. I get so frustrated. They don't see it. And it's like.
We'll keep sharing it on your community page for people to join.
I don't even know what case that is or anything. I don't know.
I would keep that membership.
I feel jacked up.
If you get what I want you to get, keep it on membership.
Well, eventually it will have to be released.
Keep it on membership for
that's like
6 months.
That's a long time. I don't have that many members.
Oh, it's a mystery, let me tell you. That one just blows my mind.
I don't like the mysteries because I feel like they're too intricate. Too intricate for me.
It's not like
channeling this way. Like, I don't know.
Let's just see what you come up with.
Sometimes I feel good at channeling this way, and sometimes I don't.
I will be on here with you for Kendrick.
Well, I like doing it this way. I think it's more. I think it
took a little while, but got it figured out.
And I think it's also a little more like entertaining for people, so they don't have to read the comments.
Yeah.
You could just validate on here with me, so they don't have to read the comments, and it's just let us know what you guys think. If you like it this way, I like it this way. I think we should do more cases like this.
Okay. I try not to be too boring.
Even on YouTube,
kind of research.
Huh? Even on YouTube too, because it helps. I think to have someone bounce off of. Yeah. I don't know if it. I don't know. Do you think I get okay information like that? I don't. Sometimes I feel like if I don't have anybody to bounce off of, I'm just pulling crap and I don't know where it fits, and it drives me kind of crazy.
I like it this way because I noticed you like I know it took me a little while to find the answers because I didn't know this case, but I know sometimes you're like you're. Well, does anybody know this? Does anybody you're impatient for that answer, and you're like,
I am super because sometimes I'm like, man. And you know what?
When people move forward,
when people do this, like, okay, for like on Cincy murder stuff, like they don't tell them if they're right and not. Like that would drive me crazy because I just feel like I'm getting this information and I don't know how it fits, and I don't know how they do it that way. Right. Because I feel like I have to be going on the right direction, otherwise I'll drive myself nuts.
Yeah. I like being able to answer you right away. Well, as soon as I find it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys like the Pateron today.
Like my Pateron. Like, sub, share.
Well, you can't. It's Patreon.
And hit that bell when you get on YouTube. I forgot.
All right. This is almost 3 hour live.
It's 3 a.m.
Yeah. Sorry I kept you up so late.
It's all good. I would have been up unpacking and organizing.
Okay.
So it's okay. I got 1 week left, I think.
Yeah. We've let her slack. She's got to get back to work.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, going somewhere says that fits him the heart thing.
For Dahmer.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants you to come and talk to him.
He's alive.
Dahmer?
Isn't he?
No.
I don't know. I don't know anything about him.
Ask her, because I don't. It's too early in the morning. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I know that the victims weren't happy about, or the victims' families weren't happy about the movie. So. Oh, I get the name Jessica again. I don't think it's the same Jessica. I've already done a
Okay,
reading
I was
on
going to
her.
say, because you got Jessica.
I don't think it's the same.
Or, that's the J that I got earlier, or that you got earlier was Jessica.
Mm. It is? It is?
Yeah, that's the name of that J you got earlier.
Oh, well, it's nice to get a full name then. I didn't know that. I didn't hear you say that.
Oh, well, you got it because I didn't tell you. I just kept saying your J. I didn't want to answer.
And there's a Maria, too.
Is there?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm saying I'm getting a Maria.
Not on that page no more. Hold on. I don't think I got Maria.
Going somewhere, is Dahmer alive or not?
No.
He's not?
No.
So did he intercept some of this reading? Don't tell me that.
Could have, because the freezer, the heart was. I don't know.
She said
but
the
see,
freezer.
There's so many that you don't even know. Like
freezer, fridge. Okay, when I see a freezer, I don't know if it's a freezer or a damn refrigerator. So I just know it's a square box that looks like a freezer or fridge. So if you used either or, but
right.
She said the heart matched him. I don't know. I thought he was alive.
No.
God
I don't think he is. Did she answer?
No.
It says date of death, November 28, 1994.
He came in because you were talking about him. Thanks a lot.
Right. Well, it was. We didn't even talk about. Did we talk about him after we went live?
You did. You talked about Dahmer. You said you should do Dahmer or something like that.
But I messaged that though, right? I didn't say it in here, did I?
It doesn't matter. All you have to do is talk about him, obviously.
And you got cannibal. We haven't found that before either. So you might have came in here. Because I do know the cannibal. I do know the freezer.
You said the freezer didn't match, but it could be fridge. It's either or. I just see it.
For the field killing?
I don't know.
I didn't see
one, but we don't know like what they did because some
right. Because there's so many of them. So I mean, it could match both for all we know, and that's maybe why we're talking about Dahmer.
That's true. Dahmer would probably be a good one, actually. I don't want to do him though. I don't like him. Put on YouTube because of the movie. At the same time, the family was really upset. The victim's family was really upset they made that movie. So I don't know.
Wait, they made a movie about
Dahmer or series or whatever. The family was.
I thought it was a documentary.
Well, whatever it is, the family's mad about it. The victims' families are mad about it.
Oh, well, I would be too. But if none of the names were released, I don't see why. Like, I mean, I get it. Their family was affected. I get it. I got it. But if there's no name, like if their family member's name wasn't released, which they probably all were, but who knows who is who?
I don't know. They were like super upset about it. So, from what I read, the victims' families weren't happy about the.
Well, they should have been able to say okay or not. In my opinion. I mean, who would want a story about their family being murdered?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Well, look at the Gabby Petito movie.
I refuse to watch it. I'm not watching it.
And there, the other one about the one with the
Chris,
the guy
watch one.
the
I won't
girl
watch
that
that.
broke out the guy. There's already a movie on that.
What?
The girl that I can't remember her name. She broke out the guy from prison. There's already a movie on that on Lifetime.
Oh, that. Yeah, I know Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I won't watch that either.
And there's
Chris, watch one. I won't watch that one either.
I don't either. I don't know. I
Oh
heard
my
that.
goodness.
I don't know. I wanted to do another reading on her, but I don't know. I'll probably leave it.
On who?
She's strong. She's a strong one.
Shanann?
Yeah.
I think because she helps people on the other side.
She's easy to. She likes to cuss though. She got me in trouble.
Yeah?
Yeah, they wouldn't monetize. They wouldn't let me monetize it because when I was channeling her on my video, even though I had like on my old video, I had a lot of watches. They wouldn't monetize it because of the cussing.
Well, you got to
Like,
repeat
that's
what she
stupid.
said.
A lot of people cuss.
Right?
Well, yeah, I was just channeling what she said, and a lot of people said I sounded just like her, but I think there was interconnects there. Either that or there's stuff that maybe we don't know, like with the tying up and the gun. I mean, they did find a gun.
Wait, what? For Shanann?
Yeah.
Where?
They could have
That's
been.
news.
Huh?
I didn't really get into it though, but I didn't hear about a gun.
Well, a lot of people told me in the comments that there was one found, and he could have just scared her with it. He didn't use it.
To explain why she had, because it looked like she was crying before that. Her makeup was all messed up.
I don't know.
No, it was like because they
I
found
don't
it
know.
on
I think I got interconnects like I did with all of my typing up ones.
Oh, that's right.
So I had wanted to do it this way, but I don't know. Some people say
Oh,
yes, some people say no. I mean, I don't know,
but it's your
because
choice.
there's so much out now, and people are gonna think I know. I've never watched one thing on her. And one thing on him. I've never watched anything in case I decided to. So, but that was my biggest video on my old channel. Just, I don't know. So, all right, I'm going to go. My dogs are starting to be weird.
All right. Well, I searched fridge and freezer for Texas killing fields.
It's because they probably don't know. They probably don't know. It's probably something that we don't know.
Right.
If they found skeletal remains, they don't know what's missing. So that's okay.
Okay.
We were wondering if Dahmer was deceased, but I'm guessing he was because
I Googled it.
In 94, she Googled it, and I got stuff on him, apparently. That's just great. I don't want to do work on him, but
just sign. All me and going somewhere has been talking about for like the last 2 or 3 days too.
Because you guys were talking about him, so you made him come through. Thanks a lot.
All right. Chat with you in probably a little while.
Thanks, patrons. Bye.
Bye.